What is up? What is up? Benny, hello. Hi guys. What's up? Happy Monday. I hope you had a good weekend. I had a weekend. And I've got some tea. And yeah. You look a bit. Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow, that's such a nice compliment. Benny, wait, where are we at now? So it's changed. So once we hit 25k, I'm playing the scary game. So we're at 10k. So we're like almost halfway there. Wow, Benny, what a contribution. Oh, I hope you guys are getting excited. It's looking more and more like I'm gonna be playing a scary game. Yes. Thank you for saying I look nice. I washed my hair this morning, so it is down and curly and out. Yeah, that's what's going on. Okay. Important question. What are we drinking? I've got blueberry green tea. So, what are you drinking? And if you're drinking nothing, take this time to take a sip of water. Yeah, do that. Yes, today is demo day, which means we're going to be playing a demo of a game that I think looked really interesting. I saw it on a YouTuber video that I watch. Morph Plays, I'm pretty sure is the name of his channel, and I watch his Let's Play sometimes because he plays indie games, little games here and there that are small name games that people probably haven't heard of, and I hadn't heard of this one, and I watched about like the first minute of him playing and was like, I want to play this and I want to play it on stream. And so I immediately downloaded the download and didn't watch any of the rest of the videos so I can go into it completely blind. So today we are going to be playing this demo. I don't know how long it's going to take. I'm really gonna try and beat the entire demo in one stream, but again, I don't know how long it's gonna take, and my cutoff time is 6 o'clock. I could maybe push it to 7 o'clock. It's currently 3 o'clock. So that gives us 3 to 4 hours, depending on when we start, to beat the demo, but we'll see. But I'm very, very excited to play this demo. It looks like a fun little game. I have no idea about how the gameplay works, what the mechanics are, no clue. I just saw the first minute of like the introduction. It was like, I want to play this. So that's what we're doing. But yes, Foe, if you're still here, how was your weekend? Benny, how was your trip? Are you back home? How was your weekend? Tell me all about it. I'm very curious. I'm a nosy little streamer. So if you want to share, I'd love to hear. Finally back home playing catch up. Okay, catch up mustard. Well, on behalf of your home, welcome home. I hope you had fun though. I hope you had a good trip. I know it was for work, but I still hope it was enjoyable enough. Like you were able to like at least do something when you weren't on the clock, or see some sights. Even just go for a nice little walk on a nice weather day. I hope something like that you were able to do, and if not, I still hope that you at least enjoyed your time and had a nice day. But yes, welcome home. It was alright. Hey, that's an exclamation point. That's a good alright. That sounds good. Fly back out on Thursday. Wow, so it's a back and forth kind of thing. Is this going to be your schedule from henceforth? Like every week, every other week, you'll be flying out back to where you were? and then flying home intermittently, or is this just for the beginning, training, getting to know things? How is that going to work? Personally, I had a decent weekend. Actually, no, I had a great weekend. As I said over my streams over the past week, this past weekend and yesterday actually was the Miss Michigan USA pageant for 2024. And there was a Miss Michigan USA crowned, a person that I do not know personally. However, over the weekend of watching her on Instagram and watching her during the pageant on stage, she absolutely earned that crown. She's beautiful, graceful, very cute, and she seems like a great girl. So congratulations to her, Alma Cooper. She is the new Miss Michigan USA. My friends, quite a few of them, did make the semifinals, and one also made the finals. So very proud of you girls. You know who you are. But yeah, it was a good weekend. Other than that, that's enough pageant news for now. That's enough pageant updates. Back to our normally scheduled video games. Alright, I'm done talking about pageants, guys, I promise. But that was my weekend, so if I wanted to update you guys on my weekend, I had to update you guys on the pageant. So I do want to take as much time as I can on the game so that we can ideally beat it today. So we might sort of hop into the game sooner than later. So if there are no objections, speak now or forever hold your peace. If there are no objections, then we're just gonna hop right into the game, is what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, I want to change my category first. Okay. We are going to be playing Cabernet. Hey. All right. Game capture. Just setting things up on my end. Can you guys see? All right, everything good? I am not super sure about a good camera placement because I've never played this game. So we're just gonna leave it there for now. But here we are. Here we go. We are playing Cabernet, a demo. The full game is not out yet. So, it in Steam it just says the full game releases in 2024. I don't know when that is. For anyone unaware, and I could be wrong and then just be making myself look silly, but Cabernet is wine. If the snake on the bottle of wine is not a giveaway. This game is, as far as I know, I'm going into this relatively blind. I don't know much. Didn't look much at the Steam page. I wanted a very raw reaction. So again, all I really saw was Morph. Is it Morph Games or Morph Plays? I don't remember, but I saw his video. I saw like the first minute, wanted to check it out. So here we are. All I know is she turns into a vampire. That's all I know. So the music has stopped, so I think it's time to begin. Spilled wine. Don't cry over spilled wine. I'm going to be keeping an eye out for the quality as we play through. We're in Eastern Europe at the end of the 19th century.
Thank you all for coming here today to say goodbye to my Lisa.
Lisa is our name.
I never thought I would bury my own daughter, my own blood, my pride, yet
Morozova Elizaveta. That's a very pretty name. Morozova Elizaveta. Wow, so pretty. But she goes by Lisa in this game. Okay.
I can't do this.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Mitko, please say something.
Mitko.
I just can't.
There. It's all right. What can I say about someone dying so young? Particularly,
This
someone as
hurts.
special as Lisa.
I feel like I'm mourning a family
I
member.
won't dwell on the circumstances of her tragic death today.
Tragic. He
Instead,
died tragically.
I'd like us to celebrate her life. Despite her obvious calling for medicine, when she was little, I always thought she would become...
What did people think I would become when I was little? Well, not a musician. They did think I'd be a veterinarian. Definitely not a politician, but I wrote a lot of short stories, especially in high school. And people really like my short stories. They actually pass them around. And I am actually working on writing a secret project, so you might hear more about that in times to come, but I think a writer is a good choice for someone like me.
a famous writer. You should have heard how she could spin a yarn. She used to tell me her own fairy tales when she was a young girl.
That's accurate, actually. So my baby sister, the youngest of us all, I used to tell her bedtime stories every night that she would ask, and we'd cuddle in my bed together, my little twin-sized bed, and I'd tell her popular fairy tales, but I'd make them up in my own way and add voices and sound effects, and she loved it. So I'm glad I chose that one. It's very accurate.
The creatures she made up, the stories she told me. The classic ballads were no match for them.
Wait, I feel like I'm dead now.
Always a top student. Always the pride of her parents.
That was weird. There's some weird subtext
By
happening.
the time she graduated,
Oh, I definitely do not have a scientific mind. I am fantastical to a fault. So, but I love to read. Yes, for sure.
Lisa must have read every book there
Yeah,
was.
I
in schools
love to
like
read.
that.
I read every day.
To my shame, I'm not so well read myself, but she used to teach me about all the classics. That served me very well at dinner parties. I can't tell you how proud we all were when she was accepted at the medical academy. I had no doubt that she was destined for greatness. But to become a doctor, one of the first women to achieve that in the whole country.
Okay, wave break maker. Wave breaker. Wave maker.
If someone deserved that honor, it was our Lisa.
Mm.
But my niece was so much more than a gifted student.
Ooh, this is hard because I am a passionate artist. But I am also a true friend. I'd rather go true friend because I think art in this time is much more painter. I'm thinking the late greats. And that's not really me. I'm more of a graphics person, digital artist. So I think I'm gonna go for true friend.
With all of her other talents, above everything else, she was a true and loyal friend. She connected with people easily. She cared deeply about them.
That's very true.
Some might even say too much. After all, if she wasn't so thoughtful, maybe she would still be with us.
Okay, subtext we've got so far. Died a tragic death. Too trusting, which is why I died. Father, weird subtext. Because he was going to say mother and then he said parents, so something weird is going on there too.
But I digress. Please, forgive me. What's done is done.
So we are a writing politician.
She was my favorite niece. Let us raise a glass to her.
And that's the last of the tea. How very appropriate.
Pour some vodka for Kolya, too. He is old enough to send his sister off.
Kolya. Her little brother, I assume. Get that
A
vodka.
piece of my soul went into the ground with her today, as I'm sure did many
Let's not
others.
forget that this is really
Let those
sad.
pieces help
A little
Lisa,
brother lost his big
wherever she
sister,
is
a
now.
mother lost her daughter. I know it's just a game, but I really connect with characters, and this storytelling is kind of capturing me so far. Story is a
To
big
Lisa.
part of games for me, so I'm enraptured. Here we go. Okay, so the loading screen really stutters, but again, I think that's my computer, not the game. Okay, and if you click off, it like clicks off. Okay, good to know. Is this going to be a point and click? Let's just
When
assume
I
that's
was a
wine.
little girl, I often had trouble falling asleep.
Definitely wine.
My mother used to sing me this lullaby to comfort me. Tonight, I slept deeper than I had in my entire life. I had a disturbing dream that a string was coming out of my mouth.
Please tell me that was not her intestines.
When I started pulling it, I realized that it came from all the way down my throat, buried somewhere deep in my body. I kept pulling, but I couldn't go too quickly for fear of burning myself with friction.
She's disemboweling herself through her mouth.
Finally, the whole string was out. I felt relieved, but also strangely empty. I realized that I was in my bed, with my mother sitting beside me, crying. I didn't know why she was in tears, but I knew it was my fault.
Storytelling is great in this game. I'm a fan. No. Jump scare. All right. Dear Lord.
Mom? Kola?
Goya? My body feels like it's stuffed with cotton. Like I slept for days. Last. Either this is a nightmare or I am in hell. This feels too real to be a dream. Kerosene lamp. Old kerosene lamp someone left in the room. What's going on?
My medical journal from the academy and my family medallion. Who could have brought this here?
Do we get to try and solve her murder? Like, figure out who murdered her? That would be so fun. Liza's medallion. A handcrafted sterling silver medallion passed on to Lisa by her mysterious father. Tab to access the journal. Open task can be found in quests. Okay, so our name is Elizaveta Morozova, aka Liza. Got 5. I think that's yin and 0 yang. This is our signature. Can we change our name? No, we cannot. We're rank 1, no coins. These are our stats. It's June 1st. Quest. Welcome to the High Life. Escape the chamber. Calendar. Okay, so it's a time game. Relationships. Glossary. Toasting at funerals. According to some traditions and superstitions, no glass touching is allowed when toasting for a dead person. We've got my medallion and the lamp. Ooh.
Lilies of the valley. My favorite flower. Who put them in this room? It's disturbing to see them here.
So far, this is kind of disturbing. Honestly. Oh, look at the blood on the floor. I didn't notice that. It looks like something was dragged. Was she dragged?
Locked.
Was this her final resting place? I feel like if we call for help, people will be freaked out. But we don't really have anything else we can do.
Hello? Anyone?
Okay, no one's there. Maybe there's something in here?
The cupboard is locked.
Cupboard is
Why
locked.
would anyone keep something of value in a place like this?
Oh!
Hello? Who is this? I'm locked inside. Please help.
Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Brace yourselves.
Are you still there? Maybe you can't talk? Please knock twice for yes and once for no. Thank goodness. Can you help me open the door? Thank you. Thank you so much. Will you help me?
Oh, so he can help, but he won't. I assume he.
What is it that you want from me?
The camera feels like it's getting wonky. Do you guys see that? It feels like it's like moving side to side slowly. He wants... Most people want some sort of favor.
I don't have much, but I can owe you a favor?
You don't see that? I definitely see it waving. It's so slight though, it's very slight. Maybe you can only see it if you're looking at the screen. Like it keeps like shifting to the side and then straightening out. And then shifting and then straightening out.
Then it's settled. Whoever you are, Do you hear me?
I got a feeling this is gonna come back to bite us in the butt, owing this mysterious person a favor.
If you open this door, I, Yelizaveta Morozova, will
Such
be
a
in your
pretty name.
debt.
Oh, I love that name. He's opening the door. Opening the door.
Ah!
It is totally moving.
What the hell is this? My shoulder just felt like it was burning up. I can't see anything from this angle. I should check up on it later.
Okay. I don't know if we're gonna need this, especially because this is just a demo. I don't know if it's gonna go in our journal. But I'm gonna bring out my journal and write down things so I don't forget. So, name of this game is Cabernet. Cabernet. Notes. Check. Shoulder. I just don't know if this is like a mystery game. So I'd rather be sure.
It's open.
Well, let's go.
No one.
Hmm.
What have I gotten myself into?
Honey, you're dead. Earning experience points increases your rank, allowing to upgrade your skills. Press plus or minus next to a skill you'd like to modify. Once you finish distributing all the points, press accept changes. Well, I definitely want to add some arts and some science. Can't do much about the yin and yang, I don't think. Seek a way out.
I'm not going back in there.
Oh, you can press spacebar to interact. Okay. I don't know if I want to touch that. I want to look at this picture first. No. Let's check this out.
Hello? Can anybody hear me?
Rats. Yuck. Okay, let's look at this picture.
What a peculiar painting.
Well, I don't think that little girl is her, because that little girl's hair is very dark. But she's holding the flowers. Maybe that is her. We don't have enough art or history. No. Dang. We'll have to come back to that, if we can. How much history do we need for that?
What a peculiar paint.
7. I don't know if we're gonna be able to come back. I hope we can. Locked.
It smells like death here. There's someone's money in here. I could live on this for a week.
Living on 5 coins for a week? Take me back.
After all that has happened, I think...
Yeah, we're definitely taking the money. We've gained nihilism. Wow, my boyfriend would be proud. Liza's morality is still shaping. Certain choices will provide you with humanity. So instead of yin and yang, it's humanity versus nihilism. Some choices will only become available to Lisa after she reaches certain levels. This game is interesting.
The mirror is covered by a sheet. People only do that when someone dies. Mother explained that this is so the dead soul does not get lost and trapped inside. Silly superstition, of course.
No, we're letting the
Still,
cover stay.
Why risk it? God saves the man who saves himself.
We're definitely letting that stay. Because she doesn't know it, but we're gods at this point, and we know she's dead. And so as a god, we're gonna give her that that gut feeling that she shouldn't take the sheet off. Don't see the ghost in the mirror. Exactly. I think if she saw herself, she would know she's dead. I kind of want to see what happens if she doesn't know she's dead, you know? Ooh, this is ripped.
Eerie.
Ugh, we don't have enough science either. Also, if I ever play this full game, these notes are going to be great for when I play the full game.
Oh, this is unbearable. I'm a doctor. I can get through this.
How did she even
I just need
become
to
a
look straight
vampire?
ahead.
That's my question.
Give me strength, no matter.
Don't see the ghost in the
what is
mirror.
on the other side. What in heavens is all this?
Chapter 1, Higher Society. Should have played this
I will
on
make
420.
sense of all this later.
Is she a ghost right now?
Something is wrong. My head is spinning.
Yeah, the screen is spinning.
I feel the floor slipping from under my feet.
Okay, I don't think we should talk to anyone.
How does one have the gall to show at the Countess's manor in such a filthy outfit?
Screw you too.
Miss, are you all right?
Mind
Thank
your own
you, kind
business,
sir.
Petya. It's
Petya.
rude to stare at a lady.
Sorry.
I like Petya. He gave me attention and asked if I was okay.
I
They
know
look
it's
like
not ideal,
vampires.
Countess Orlova, but I'm afraid there is not much we can do at this point.
Of course now there bloody isn't. The right time to act was last week.
I don't understand where this influx of product is coming from. It's undercutting our prices.
Where were you when I...
Who is this creature? Darling, you look like a little domovoy. Come over here. I don't bite.
Domovoy?
Hello?
I don't think we should introduce ourselves.
Hello? I'm terribly sorry for it.
You must be the doctor's new apprentice. Look at you, poor thing. You must be fresh out of the ground.
Excuse me?
Ugh, nobody must have actually inducted you. How typical. No surprise with the men around here. Hussar, why is she in such a state?
She was not supposed to wake.
I'd love to catch you up, dear, but sadly I have some urgent business to attend to, thanks to this gentleman over here. Hussar, be a darling and show this young lady around when she's decent.
As you wish, madam. If you'll excuse me, I'll go for a smoke on the balcony. You can find me there.
You're excused. If I recall my first day correctly, your head must be killing you.
So she's a vampire too? I knew it. I knew she looked like a vampire.
Here, drink this.
Thank you. May I ask what this is?
If you know too much, you'll grow old sooner. Trust me, it will lift your spirits.
She looks like the girl in the painting a little bit.
Whatever this is, it's beyond delicious.
Ooh, she's getting some color to her
It's
skin.
sweet and thick and tastes like cherry and wild strawberries. Thank you. I do feel a lot better all of a sudden.
Yeah, she's got color.
Now go change. We can't have you gallivanting around in those scrubs. There is a nice dress about your size in the cloakroom. Consider this my welcome gift.
Thank you kindly, madam.
Do we get to choose? Madam. We get to choose her name? I like Orlova, because Orlova sounds like love.
Madam Orlova.
You're welcome, child. Now off you go, change and mingle. Time is money.
When you're healthy, hold shift to increase your walk space. Oh, that's good. I don't think we should run in here though. Can I not go past them? Okay. I still want to talk to Doodly.
I'm starving, and the food looks so fresh and delicious, but the strangest thing is, I have absolutely no appetite for it.
Can I talk to these people now? Atia, I think his name was.
Have you heard? The Countess is sending me on a special assignment to the capital.
You lucky devil. I've been stuck here for years. I swear, I dull my fangs just to spend the night in the city.
All vampires. Excuse me, you said dull your fangs? Also, sir, I think you should just let the hair go. Excuse me, you bitches. Do they say anything? Do they say anything? No, they do not. Yeah, I just wanted to see if people say stuff. Gotta check everything. Check every corner. Never know. Oh, we got experience. Okay, so our nihilism and humanity is pretty equal. I thought when we got experience we could rank up. Find out what's happening and change into an evening dress. The Countess is neutral. And Hussar is neutral. So Hussar is who we lost relationship with, and the Countess is who we gained relationship with. Really? I'm so curious about what's gonna happen. So covered mirrors, we know that. In the Slavic religious tradition, Domovoi, also spelled Domovoi, Domovoik, is the household spirit of a given ken. They are defied progenitors, that is to say, the fountainhead ancestors of the ken. Is she like a great grandma? Sometimes he has a female counterpart, Domania, the goddess of the household. Though he is most often a single god, the Domovoi expresses himself as a number of other spirits of the household in its different functions. Don't have any people yet. Medical higher education institutes existed in Eastern Europe for centuries. However, in some countries, many females were only able to study at these institutions at the very end of the 19th century. Wait, but she's from the 18th century. Go, queen. Break those glass ceilings, that's right. Okay, let's go find this closet and...
Hey, stop messing with the phonograph. It's not a toy.
Sorry.
My bad. I just wanted to listen to some tunes. Is this the place? Where?
The Countess sure has excellent taste in literature.
Literature.
In other circumstances, I'd spend all day here reading.
Me too. Do we take it off?
Another cloth on a mirror. Something bad must have happened.
They're all dead. I think we should wash up without the mirror.
That should do it, hopefully.
Because, okay, let's step into her shoes. She doesn't know what's happened. She wouldn't just go in and take it off the mirror if she's a woman who respects tradition. And based on what she said about her mother, she is. So she would assume, like, somebody must have died. I don't want to be disrespectful. That kind of thing.
Goodness. This must be the dress the Countess was talking about. Such an ornate Western style.
Her
It must
hands, do you
cost
see
a
that?
small
Her hands
fortune.
look like they were burned or something.
I want nothing more than to change out of this horrible nightgown, but this is just too much.
Oh, this is the evening dress. It'll give us some more history and politics. Ooh, the clothes you wear changes your
Perfect.
stats.
Fits like a glove.
So now our stats are, we've got 10 history and politics. We can go back to the art in the chamber now and check that out. Okay, we're gonna do that. What is the quest though? Quest is find out what's happening, talk to Hussar, which I believe if we talk to Hussar we will know what's oh, he's got a doll?
I still don't know what's happening here, or at least I hope I don't. But delaying the inevitable is just tying my stomach in knots. I need to find that young man and learn the truth.
We will. But first,
Have you heard the rumors about
let me take a
Count
selfie.
Kaminsky?
Not lately. Do tell.
They say that he found himself a young human lady and fell in love like a schoolboy. Apparently they got so close, he even confessed to her his true nature.
You don't say.
Yes, and the best part is, she is completely fine with it. He doesn't even have to enchant her anymore.
Fascinating. The world just gets madder and madder every day, doesn't it?
Very. We can't go back down? No, I've got the history now. Dang. Well, he has a doll, and I'm curious about that. Okay, never mind.
I'm starving, and the food looks so fresh.
Okay,
and
we already saw
delicious,
this.
But the strangest thing is, I have absolutely no appetite for it.
Where did the Countess go? He's on the balcony, I'm pretty sure.
Please tell me you have some good news for me. It's been 2 weeks since the last Cabernet shipment. The clientele is very unhappy.
I did manage to get
Do
in
they
touch
sell
with
blood
the
as
vendor.
wine?
He says the conditions for harvesting are getting even worse, thus the interruption. We did reach an agreement though. They are happy to continue. But from now on, it'll be an extra 5 coins per bottle.
Oh, thank goodness. At this point, honestly, whatever it takes. Another week and the Countess would have fried me.
What is going on? Hello, Hussar. Hello, Monsieur.
Good evening, Hussar.
Ah, there's our belle of the ball. Lisa, right? You actually don't look half bad when you're not covered in graveyard dirt.
Thank you. Do we be sassy? We're not sassy.
Graveyard dirt? First the Countess, now you? Why is everyone going on about funerals?
Surely an educated lady like you must have put together who we are by now, haven't you?
Vampire.
Could you really be vampires?
We, Lisa. You, me, the Countess, nearly everyone here at the manor.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Vampires, creatures of the night, blood-sucking monsters. Your pick. Just like you read about in folktales.
Are you just playing tricks on me? Is this all a joke?
Only the best kind there is.
So then, am I dead?
Does this mean I'm dead?
Blood-sucking monster.
Dead, alive, who the hell cares? Trust me, Lisa, you just won the lottery.
I don't even remember how it happened.
That actually does happen quite a bit. That memory usually comes back soon enough.
What if her dad killed her? We can't do the mirror because we didn't take the mirror off. Dang. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. Okay. We don't have a defense mechanism because we don't have enough science, but
What
my
about
family.
my family? When can I see them?
I was worried you will ask me that. Technically, they think you are dead, and it is best for everyone if they keep thinking that.
Oh.
It's true, too.
I can't just leave them like this. They have to know I'm all right.
Look, I know this is too much for you to take in right now.
I really like the voice acting in this game.
Maybe that's a conversation we should revisit another time.
I
Okay.
have so many questions.
See, that's what I was afraid of.
I'm sorry, I just woke up from the dead as a vampire. Sorry, I have questions. How rude of me.
Theory is not my forte. I'm a proponent of learning by doing. Why don't you go talk the ears off some other guests while I finish smoking in peace?
Asshole?
After that, I can show you what it's really like to be one of us.
I don't think I like Hussar.
I suppose I can do that. Could you at least tell me a little bit about the people, the guests in there?
Oh, come on. Where is your spirit of adventure? I'm sure you'll figure it out on your own.
The Countess won't be happy.
What is it?
I do not like him.
I wonder if the Countess would approve of you pushing your responsibilities off to a bunch of strangers.
Well played. Fine. Let me think for a moment about our fun little group here. You've already met the Countess, so that's a big plus. Not everyone gets to do that in their first month, let alone first day. Who else would you like to know about?
A young man with a kind eye.
What about the young man who asked about my health?
Who? Oh, you must mean Petya. He is just a human.
Petya. So much better than Hussar.
Elisa brought him in for fun. He is such a card and has absolutely no clue.
Elisa, you're a bad word for doing that to him. That's cruel.
That sounds cruel.
Don't be like that. It's all in good fun.
No, that's cruel. Okay, the woman in the
What
pink
could
dress.
you tell me about the woman in the pink dress?
You must mean Arben. You know, they say she was born somewhere far to the east. That broad has been around forever. Probably has a tale or two to share.
He did not call her a broad. I like him less and less. The more he yaps, the less I like him.
Who is the intense lady with the purple hair?
That's Elisa.
The bitch herself. Foe.
She is quite important around here. I'd try to start out on the right foot with her if I were you.
We'll see.
I suppose that's everyone of note, really. Besides me, of course.
Of course. All right. Thank you kindly. I'll be back soon enough.
We're gonna have to play this right. We're gonna have to forge our alliance as well. But we're also gonna have to, like, stand up for what we believe in. So, establish. Hussar sucks. Elisa sucks. The way they do things around here, we don't like it. We are the main protagonist. We are the heroine. We're changing it. Petya, too kind for any of this. Gonna help Petya. Countess, she seems okay. She seems decent, but she is hosting this party, so we don't know. We'll figure it out as we go on.
No rush, please.
What's our next task? Socialize. Hello. Okay, can't talk to you.
I do actually have a model right here with me.
Oh,
I
he's
always
a doll
carry Matilda
maker.
with me, just in case a good opportunity strikes. You never know. Look into her eyes. Doesn't she look alive to you? Like she's going to blink?
You shouldn't be here.
Yes. Well, apologies.
Petya.
Petya, we should probably go discuss some urgent business with the Countess.
Petya is a
Oh,
nice young man.
Of course. In fact, I'd love to meet her as...
Rude. Petya, I will not be rude to you.
I don't know how, but I can just sense that he is not one of us. Such a strange feeling. Attraction? No.
He wants to
but
bite him, I'm sure.
He is most certainly human.
Hello?
Oh, hello. It's you, lady in the nightgown.
Yes.
How are you feeling? I was really worried.
Thank you. You're the only one.
Much better. Thank you. I'm Lisa, by the way.
Of course. Where are my manners? I'm Petya.
Petya.
It's a pleasure. You were the only one who seemed to care about my illness.
Exactly.
Oh, nonsense. They are a lovely bunch around here, just all very busy.
You're too
The
good
third group
for
I'm
this
pitching my
group.
dolls to, and everyone keeps running off for urgent business.
Matilda.
Did you say you're selling dolls?
And making them, yes?
I see you have one with you. May I take a look?
Of course. Matilda here is my favorite. I'd love to get some honest feedback.
She looks like the girl version of him.
Well, what do you think?
It's beautiful.
Oh, it's just lovely.
I agree.
So
Dolls are cool.
detailed
I actually
and
collect
human-like.
Barbies.
She reminds me of the one I had when I was a little girl.
That's exactly what I wanted to accomplish. Thank you. I knew someone here would appreciate it.
It was me.
I'm hoping to show her to the Countess. With her approval, the sky's the limit. You know, making toys is what I wanted to do since I was a little boy.
Petya.
My father always called this foolishness, among other things. Said it's not manly work. I never managed to convince him otherwise.
Sounds very 1800s, if you know what I mean.
I'm sorry. That must have been tough.
Well, here I am, still at it.
Good for you, Petya.
I do have a feeling that I'm onto something with Matilda. Just you wait. My gut tells me
A
that tonight is going
hit
to bring
movie
something
with Danny
special,
DeVito.
and it's never wrong.
Oh. Oh, Petya.
How did you end up being invited here, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, that's all thanks to Elisa, the lovely young woman in the yellow dress.
Bitch. Everyone wanted her pancakes. They were good pancakes.
She saw me at the town
They look
market and saw
so
some real potential in
fun
my
and
work.
to make and delicious. I really did really love the Matilda movie. I've seen it since I was a child and I still really love that movie. And if you've never seen Matilda, if you're in chat and you've never seen Matilda, go watch it.
She said that the people in the manor might be interested in seeing it, and you didn't have to ask me twice.
I see. How is pitching
She
going
let
so
you.
far?
I'll admit, it's a little slow, but the night is still young.
You are an optimistic guy, aren't you, Petya?
Her skin looks like it's getting more pale.
My mother used to say that my hope will be the death of me.
Oh, Petya.
What's the point of living if you don't believe in people and yourself?
I didn't know there was a musical on Netflix. No, I didn't watch it, Fo.
You may be right about that.
Petya, you're breaking my
At
heart.
least I truly hope you are.
If he dies, I'm actually legitimately gonna
Best
be
of luck with
sad.
everything, Petya. Hope everything works out with the Countess.
I hope he at least gets turned into a
Thank you,
vampire.
Lisa. You're very kind.
At least. Hello, Blondie. Purple
Have you
dress.
tried the Countess's Cabernet? Honestly, I think this may have been the best one I ever tasted.
Who's this?
I
Is she
prefer
human?
to stick to clear drinks around here. If you really want to try some decent Cabernet, stop by my salon on the main street.
Oh, that sounds like a challenge. I'll take you up on that
She's
offer.
someone going against the Countess. Elisa, is it?
Hello.
No, Elisa's wearing a
I
yellow
don't think
dress.
I've seen you around here before.
Our
I'm
bar.
Arbin.
I'm Lisa. Good evening to you, too.
You don't sound so sure. Is it really a good one for you?
You're right. If I'm honest, it hasn't been the easiest night.
Have you seen the musical
That's what I
Fo? Did you
thought.
like it?
My advice is always be honest, unless you absolutely can't be.
I agree
In
with
the
you,
end,
Arbon.
It does make everyone feel better.
That's a good piece of advice.
Stick with me, lovely. I'm chock full of them.
Advice for a new
Pardon.
vampire.
I've only just been turned, and all of this is very new to me.
75% of it? What did you think of the majority of it that you did see? And why didn't you finish it?
May I trouble you for some advice?
I hope you don't mind me asking, but has someone in your family enjoyed wine a little too much?
Yes. My father. Wine, vodka, anything he can drink, really. You aren't clairvoyant, are you?
Everyone becomes a little clairvoyant if they live long enough and pay attention.
Never got around to finishing? Okay. That makes sense. Hearing that it's good makes me interested in it. I don't know if I'll ever watch it, but it sounds interesting.
I saw you drinking that glass earlier, and I think you should be careful around it, my dear.
Alcohol's my father's problem. It isn't mine.
It's not just alcohol you should be concerned about. You can keep away from it if you want. Blood, however, you will now have to drink, whether you like it or not.
Whether I like it or not.
Demons are hereditary, my dear. Always remember that.
I think this is good advice. Never had Cabernet? I can't recall if I've had Cabernet.
I couldn't help but overhear that you are a wine expert.
I dabble. I run a literary salon in town and serve drinks there.
How exciting.
She has a key on her
All kinds of
earring.
interesting
I feel like
details.
she's someone we need to befriend. I don't think the Countess and her crew are people we want to be associated with, just based on how they treat people. And if they end up killing Peptia, I know for a fact we do not want to be around these people. We are good vampires. We are a good vampire.
You'd be surprised, my dear, and mildly disappointed. I'd love for you to stop by one day. I'll treat you to a round of something nice.
She seems like someone I can trust. But the thing is, at least with the Countess and her crew, we know what to expect. We know they're bloodthirsty, bad people. So we know that with Arbonne, she seems kind-hearted, giving us advice. She seems nice, but if she turns out to have a little something sinister, it would take us by complete surprise. So do we go with the devil we can see? Or someone who seems good but could be a devil? We'll find out.
I'll make sure to visit. Since you're an expert, may I ask you about the wine that the Countess gave me? I'll admit I found it delicious, but it wasn't really wine, was it?
It was not. Cabernet was sort of our code word for blood, so we don't shock any innocents. And then we just got used to it. Funny how language works, isn't it?
Yes. Funny.
Thanks.
Well, I should get going.
Good luck. I have a feeling we'll see each other soon.
Please don't turn out to stab me in the back. I'm trusting you. Ah, purple-haired witch of a bitch.
Come on. Don't any of you cowards want to have any fun?
My lady, with all due respect, Russian roulette just seems like, too much fun for the night.
Fine. Get lost then. Be on your merry way. Who knew that the second time I die would be of boredom?
Interesting women. Interesting.
Now, would you look at this pretty picture? I could barely recognize you from before. Where did you get this dress?
It's a gift from the Countess. She is very generous.
Huh. I thought it looked familiar. Name is Alisa, by the way.
Alisa.
Lisa, it's a pleasure.
We're gonna start off soft and then get into the new man. Life 2.0 would suck if it was just like 1.0 and invisible. No, it's so true.
I've just been turned today.
But would it? Because then you can just like go around and do stuff. No one would care.
Congratulations. That must be quite shocking. Thrilling, even. I'm envious, really.
Yes, thank you. I'm not quite sure how to process all this yet.
Okay, I'm gonna snack a little bit because I'm getting a tiny bit hungry. So don't mind me. I won't eat anything too crunchy, I promise.
What does one even do with this? Being dead, drinking blood, who knows what else?
Same thing anyone around here does. Masticating plain eternity day after day.
I don't know what the word masticating means, but I presume it means contemplating?
Spicing it up any way you can.
Hence the Russian roulette.
We're already dead, aren't we? What else is there to lose?
You don't know what it means either. It's that old 1800s language. Back when words had so much meaning.
Do you fancy a round?
Maybe some other time.
Suit yourself.
Okay. Now, let's bring out the big guns. Groan or present participant masticating affects how well food is masticated and absorbed. Oh, so it's like chew on that. You know how when people say like you should chew on that, it's basically taking masticating, the original word for that, and simplifying it. Maybe that's kind of interesting how sayings are born based on older words and how those words sort of get lost in time and things become, I don't want to say dumbed down, but definitely more simplified. That's a good word. Things become more simplified as time goes on. Like, for my generation, it was charisma. And it was fine to say charisma. That was just the word. And now it's Riz. Like, charisma is too old. It's Riz or it's nothing. Pretty soon, it'll be Z. I don't know.
May I ask who was the young man you talked with earlier?
Who, Petya? Why, are you interested?
Goodness, no. I was just making conversation.
Don't be shy. We're not attached. Petya is human. I picked him up at the town market. He is a salesman. A ridiculously bad one at that.
He's not great.
If you two are not an item, may I ask why did you invite him over?
I'm masticating my snacks right now.
Because it was my turn.
A turn for what?
Oh no.
To spice up the eternity.
Oh no.
So, it's true what they say? Vampires live forever?
Oh no, Petya.
We exist forever. We don't live. But then again, few do.
Does this mean that we can't stop existing?
Oh, sweetheart, there is nothing easier. Just stop drinking blood for a few days, fall from a high roof, or just step into the sunlight.
I should probably be writing this all down.
So,
wonder her buttons are green.
On your side, do you consider your existence more valuable?
Is my existence more valuable? Let's think about this. If we lived forever, would your existence still be valuable? It doesn't give you an option for less. You can either be more valuable or the same. I think it's impossible to be the same because you live forever. But you could still die. That's the thing, you could still die. But I think the only way you could accidentally die is if something pushed you off a high ledge. But stopping drinking blood or stepping into the sunlight, that would essentially be equivalent to suicide. Unless someone dragged you into the sunlight. or someone kept blood from you and kept you tied up. So I guess it's the same as existing, yeah. Because as a human, you could either fall into a river and drown, or you could jump into a river and drown. So I guess it's kind of the same instances. So because we aren't immortal, like we can exist for eternity but are not immortal, I don't think our existence is more valuable. But that is on the basic level. If we think about it a little harder, the fact that we can live through different time periods and existences, moments in history, etc., etc., I think that does make our existence a little more valuable because we have firsthand experience on history. And in the future, when things, because we all know history is written by the victors, so in the future, if a victor tries to change history, we have that ability to sort of keep the truth. It could be as a fairy tale, a folk tale, whatever, but the truth could still be floating around. And so I think that makes the life of eternity more valuable. So I guess it depends if we want to go on a basic route or sort of an existential route. And I'm very much an existential person, so I'm going to say I suppose so.
I suppose infinite time does add some gravity to it.
I see. In that case, how would you compare the value of your new existence to, say, Petia's?
Damn. I was not expecting these kind of questions. Keep lies and myths up through history. However you choose to use your immortal time, or eternal time, is up to you. However, I can't be the person to say keeping up lies and myths is bad or wrong or evil, just as much as I can't say keeping the truth relevant is good or right or angelic, you know? Because good and bad is so subjective. I think good and bad is very subjective because, like, religion is a big reason why we understand good and bad. And I support that. At the same time, we really don't know. We can only base it off of the laws of the universe, and we don't really know the complete set of rules that come with the laws of the universe. So like for humans, we say like murdering someone is evil and bad, but do we know that for a fact? And I'm not a crazy person, I'm not a killer, I will never kill someone. I don't even kill bugs. I do not believe that I have the right to kill anything. But just like stepping back from our human experience and really thinking about it, it's like what if a law of the universe is someone has to be murdered to become a star? Like, we don't fucking know. We don't know. And yeah, it sounds a little out there in today's scientific world, but maybe in 250 years, that'll be true. I mean, we really don't know. And so, like, good and bad is so subjective. And now, I totally subscribe to what we have established in today's culture and society of what good and bad is. So, murdering, I agree, is bad, based on my personal opinion. And I will not go further than that because I don't want to be labeled as a crazy person. I'm already schizophrenic. But this conversation could go on forever and ever and ever because I really think about good and bad and the nature of like good and evil a lot. A lot. It's really fascinating to me. Any kind of existential thought process really just fascinates me because it's like, we don't know. I could have the craziest guess about what life is. Like, I could say life is the eternal pursuit to becoming a potato. And like, yeah, people would think I'm crazy, and it's probably not, but do you know that? Do you actually, for fact, 100% certainty for fact know that? No, it is impossible. So we could all be trying to become a potato. We really don't know. Silva is a killer? No, I'm not a killer. But going back to the question, because that was a long tangent to not think about this question. So this question, is Pethia's life, how does his life value compare to mine? Well, I don't think it's equal, just based on the fact of my last answer, of my life as a vampire having more of perceived value than the life of me as a human. So it would be, and I feel like it would be kind of like an oxymoron to say my life is more valuable, like my existence is more like important or whatever, but the values of our life are equal. I don't know, something about that doesn't sit right. So it'd either be my life is more valuable or his is more valuable. Now I agree my life is more important, but more valuable. I don't think so. I don't think it is more valuable, because something of value is something that is precious. A gem is valuable. Something that you can't find a lot of, something that is rare, something that is, again, precious, is valuable. And so, like, we, or her in this game, if she can live eternally, save not being murdered or killed in a way that only a vampire can be, that makes inherently her life less valuable, because it's not as precious. And so I'd say Pethia's is more valuable.
I'd have to say Petya's. Like you said, what I have now isn't really life.
Fair enough. Still, it's an interesting thought experiment.
Yeah, I was not expecting this thought experiment. That was actually kind of fun to think that deep. I really like that. I like that this game made me think a little deeper.
Indeed.
Think a little deeper should you need to come undone, and let those colors run. Now we're having fun. Do this and get through this and come find me when you're done, so we can be as one. Alright. Moving on.
Excuse me. I think someone is calling for me.
We've socialized with the guest. Now let's return to Hussar. Hello, asshole.
Good timing.
Blowing smoke in my face, you loser.
Yes, how lucky.
Don't be snappy, Lisa. Smoking
I wasn't
is an important
snappy,
routine
I
for
was
a soldier.
sarcastic.
Can't be interrupted.
Which division?
A soldier, huh? And which division were you in, exactly?
We can talk about the divisions some other time, perhaps.
Yeah, you aren't a
So,
soldier. You're not
are there
fooling
any
anybody.
other questions you have left?
You were
for
nothing
me?
but a pretty boy. Shoulder
Who
bird.
ended up letting me out of the chamber?
If I'm honest, I haven't the foggiest idea.
I don't know why.
I thought you knew.
I don't know why I don't trust you.
Well, I don't. And whoever it was gives me the goosebumps. On top of everything, I ended up promising them a favor and felt a bad burn on my shoulder right after that. Do you know what it could possibly be?
Oh, what if she got branded?
Let me take a look.
What if it was a branding?
Oh, brother.
What? What is it?
It could be nothing, really. No need to worry. Just make sure that you show this to the doctor when you see
Shouldn't
him,
trust
all right?
men. You shouldn't trust shady men. Petya, the most sweet, genuine soul, absolutely trusts people like Petya. Hussar. I'm just saying, if one of my friends came to me and was like, I'm dating Hussar, I think I want to marry him, I'd be like, you sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that? That's that.
All right.
So, are there any other questions you have left for me?
What is going on in the basement of the manor? It's absolutely terrifying down there.
Oh yes, the basement. If I were you, I would just forget all
I want to go
about
back
it.
down there.
Excuse me?
All I know is that Countess conducts her business and she doesn't enjoy people meddling in it.
What if her Cabernet came from us before we died?
If it's so confidential, how come I ended up there in the first place?
Minor oversight. You were supposed to be moved upstairs before you were up, but appears that you are an early riser.
And whose oversight was it, may I ask?
Let's not focus on casting blame, shall we? I say all's well that ends well. So, are there any other questions you have left for me?
If vampires are real, does this mean other fairy tales are?
You'll have to be more specific than that.
You know exactly what. Hussar, I can't stand you.
Rusalkas? Domovoys? Ghosts?
Yes, no, yes. We'll spend all night here if we keep talking about flora and fauna. If you want my advice, focus on yourself first. That always ends up working for me.
Of course it is, you self-serving bastard.
So, are there any other questions you have left for me?
Carry
I
on.
suppose that's it for the time being.
Perfect.
World, stop. Carry on.
If you don't mind me asking, I take it you've done a couple laps around the ballroom. Learned a little more about what it's like to be one of us.
I want to... Hold on. Can we? Dang. We can't. Dang. I'm
Well,
dead.
for starters, I'm still dead, apparently. Dead.
Oh, get over it already. What's even the diff? You can walk, you can talk, what else?
What about my immortal soul?
See, I know you're that type, getting all bogged down in the details.
Oh, sorry. Fuck y'all, NPCs. I'm the main character. Exactly. If this were a romantasy novel, unfortunately, Hussar would probably be the love interest. But this is not a romantasy novel. This is a video game, and I'm the main character.
It's a minor inconvenience.
And anyway, I'm still
really, for
used to being
everything
human, so I'm not gonna make vampire choices.
And what do we get in return?
All right. Have you read Thunderstorm?
Oh, of course.
Of course I did. Tragic story.
It sure is. Well, unlike Katerina in the play, you no longer need to wonder why people can't fly.
How did you do that?
¿Qué pasa?
By sheer will, Lisa. It's very simple.
How were you even talking with me in such a state?
That's yet another benefit.
In
of
Idaho?
being one of us.
Such a state.
We can project our thoughts into people's minds.
From Idaho?
I prefer it, really. I find normal speech kind of primitive.
Why don't you do it all the time then?
I'd love to, but you don't want to get too used to it and scare a human by accident. Now, why don't you try it? Let's see what kind of bat you are.
Hold to access vampire abilities and turn into a bat. Bat shifting. She's so pretty!
Isn't this a hoot? Come on, I'll show you around.
Well, not yet. Bat landing. Bat indicator in the bottom left of the screen informs whether bat shifting is currently possible to land while in bat shape to spin on a surface from above you until a landing circle appears beneath you. Okay, but I want to see if I cannot level up anything yet. Got more humanity than nihilism. Drinks are on me. Visit Arbonne at her salon. Take a flight lesson. Got the Countess. Got Petya. Status alive. Full name Peter Piotr. I'm not gonna try and pronounce that. Countess Sofia Orlova. Undead. Unknown. Stefan Rode. Then why? He goes by Hussar, but his name is Stefan Rode. Okay. Oh, there's so many pages of people. Okay, there's 2 pages. Arbon, undead, unknown, full name unknown. Elisa Kasparian. So she goes by her actual name. Undead unknown. Let's keep going through the glossary. Hussar, a member of light cavalry originating in Central Europe. Oh, Hussar is his title. During the 15th and 16th centuries, the title and distinctive dress of these horsemen were subsequently widely adopted by light cavalry regiments in European armies in the late 17th and early 18th centuries. Hussar are frequently associated with being ladies' men who are prone to drinking and debauchery. Who is surprised? Literary saloon. A saloon is a gathering of people held by an inspiring host. During the gathering, they amuse one another and increase their knowledge through conversation. Wait, that sounds fun! I want to host a literary saloon. That sounds really fun. Literary saloon. That sounds so fun. The saloon cult, or is it salon? I don't know. The saloon culture was introduced to areas of Eastern Europe during the spread of Francophile culture in the 18th century. What is France? I've got so much to look up and learn. What is a Francophile? Is that like the French? Like a French philosophy? I don't know. We know what Russian roulette is, but we'll still read it. Russian roulette, or roulette, I don't know, is a potentially lethal game of chance in which a player places a single round in a revolver, spins the cylinder, places the muzzle against their head of the head or body opponent or themselves, and pulls the trigger. The loaded chamber aligns with the barrel. The weapon will fire, killing or severely injuring the player. Russians refers to the supposed country of origin, and roulette to the element of risk, taking and spinning the revolver cylinder similar to that of a roulette wheel. Rusalka. In Slavic folklore, the rusalka is a typically feminine entity, often malicious toward mankind. Foe! You were just saying you shouldn't trust man. It's like a rusalka. And frequently associated with those girls who all say like, I hate men, they're all rusalkas. And frequently associated with water, with counterparts in other parts of Europe such as the French Melusine and the Germanic Nixie. Sounds like a pixie. Wonder what that is. Folklorists have proposed a variety of origins for the entity, including that they may originally stem from Slavic paganism, where they may have been seen as benevolent spirits. Tsundere, but they mean it. Right? The OG tsundere. Rusalki appear in a variety of media and modern popular culture, particularly in Slavic language speaking countries, where they frequently resemble the concept of the mermaid. So like a siren, mermaid kind of person, entity. But it says it's benevolent, but it also says malicious towards mankind. So maybe they're like a girl's girl, but also hate men. And no new people. Okay. And inventory is the same. Okay. We're gonna do the flight lesson, but I really want to see if we could go back to the basement. Like, that's my main goal. I really want to go back. Oh, it's blocking the way! You guys are losers! We can't go back to the basement. Okay. Oh, maybe we can go around this direction. Yes. Thinking on your feet. Thinking on your feet. Let me in. Let me in. Lemon. Alright, fine. We'll take my flight lesson. Fine. You see that wheel up there? It says he could bite.
Seems like you're catching on. Follow me.
I'm a bat.
I can't believe I'm actually flying.
I'm a bat.
All this talk about death, but don't you feel more
I'm
alive
faster
than
than
you
you.
ever have right now?
I'm so fast. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's a dude.
Shh. There. Look.
Is he about to bite someone?
If only I had 3 coins to my name, then I'd show him.
Then I'd show them. They'll see.
Is this what you wanted to show me? A drunk peasant?
What I wanted to show you is how to use your new powers. Meet Trophime. He is the Countess's former serf, now custodian and coachman. Among other things, he makes sure no one goes in or out of here without her permission. Important man.
He seems perturbed.
Now, come with me. How is life, Trophime?
My lord, is that you? Oh, the bottle you gave me. Highest quality. Much
Did he get him drunk?
I can
For a
see
reason?
that. It's nearly empty already.
Boys hit the
Alright,
bottom
enough
of the
pleasantries.
bottle.
Watch this.
Oh no, Trophime.
What happened to him? Is he all right?
He is fine. We call this enchantment.
Enchantment?
What does enchantment do exactly?
It makes people tranquil. While they are in trance, they don't feel pain or have a clear memory of
Peptia.
what happened.
We shouldn't have left Peptia alone with those people. Don't
So
have
they
enough
don't remember
sight.
anything once they're enchanted?
Not quite. They may not remember what happened, but they won't forget how you made them feel.
Sounds like a subject for some awkward conversations.
You don't know the half of it yet. You'll see.
I'm not a ladies' man like you.
So, how do I enchant someone? I don't know if I can whistle like you.
I sure can't.
Don't worry. Whistling is just for me. It's like a cure for the hiccups. Everybody has their own way. When
That's
you
true.
need it, it will come to you.
What
Does
does work
this
on?
mean you can just come up to anybody and make them tranquil?
In theory, but it's not quite that simple. Firstly, they have to like you, an important condition. Without it, the charm won't work. Secondly, you should only do it to
I
humans.
can't whistle. Yes, I can whistle. It just takes a minute.
So it doesn't work on other vampires.
I didn't say that.
It works on other vampires.
There are rumors that the best of the best can indeed enchant their own kind.
We're
But
gonna
I
be
don't
the
even know if
best.
the Countess
We're
has
gonna
that
be
kind of power.
the very best, like no vamp ever was. Enchant them all as our real test, and claim them is our cause.
Besides, this would certainly not be considered ethical by our vampire brothers and sisters.
You guys suck.
I bet they wouldn't mind to have that power, though.
Oh, without a doubt.
Carry
So
on.
why would you want to enchant someone?
I thought you might ask that. There are two main reasons.
To bite them.
One, people in a trance are easily suggestible. You can use that to influence their thoughts
I
and
will
opinions.
travel across the land, sucking blood far and wide. Each girl and man to understand the power that's inside. Suck 'em all. A heart so true. Actually, we don't have a heart. Never mind. Sounds
That
unethical.
doesn't sound right.
Well, I didn't say you have to do it, did I? Everyone lives with their own choices.
They will do
When
anything,
you say
I say.
influence their thoughts, does
Only within reason, of course, especially when you're a beginner. Impression is a delicate art and takes a lot of practice.
What's the second reason?
What is the second reason?
I think you already know.
Oh no. I'm sorry. TOS?
What have you done?
I just opened him up for you. Don't worry, he'll be just fine unless we bleed him dry. Come here. It's time for you to learn how to feed.
I don't know if I'm ready.
You're as ready as you'll ever be.
I don't think I like you, Hussar.
How do I turn?
Just relax and let your instincts take over. It will come naturally.
Everything comes naturally. Comes naturally. When I'm with you, baby. Our true form.
My mouth, it's bleeding.
Of course, I forgot to warn you. Sorry. Don't worry, it's normal. That happens when your fangs are out for the first time.
Reminding you to play Baldur's Gate 3.
It will recover in a
Reminders are
minute.
everywhere. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I'm leaving. Goodbye. Never to return. I don't want to bite him. You do your thing. Oh, it's not letting us fly back. We have to bite him. Unless we could fly up here and go back. No, dang. Dang, dang, dang.
I'd rather not walk through the woods on foot. I'd rather not walk through the woods on foot.
Fine. Bite him. I'm sorry.
Skin smells like wild berries. But not just the smell. The promise of warmth that draws you. The promise of being whole. I want to feel it on my teeth, in my body.
Sounds kinky.
No, I can't do this.
Good. I never
think I
lost
can
faith
do
in my
it.
girl.
I'm sorry.
All right. But if the Countess asks, promise you'll say that you've done it. I don't want to get in trouble because you chickened out.
I promise.
Remember, you have to learn to do it to survive.
I don't think I
better
do.
Get back to my other errands. Don't want to get my tunic wet. Do you remember the way back?
I do. Hussar?
I guess we should thank him. Want to see what Degen stuff is like? Don't you want that kind of audience though? Yeah. I guess we'll thank him. I guess we'll thank him. I mean, he is gonna lie for us, so we have to thank him for that.
Thank you for your help.
Don't mention it. I ended up I'll see you soon.
I should get back to the manor and talk with the Countess. I'll process this all later. Where will I live? What's next? There's so much I have to sort out first. But first, Hussar said I can influence someone who is enchanted. I should try it on Trophine.
Let's try it there.
Can you hear me, Trophine? Here is something I'd like you to do.
We can tell him to start stealing or drink even more. Please drink less.
You will start pacing your drinking.
Yeah, definitely pace your drinking. I do not want him barely surviving out here. No, Petya!
What was that?
Petya! Get back to him! Get back to Petya!
Looks like the banquet is over. Someone is
Petya,
still
no!
inside.
No, Petya!
I don't
There's his doll.
understand. How could this even
It's
happen?
Petya's doll, Matilda. This is so unsettling.
No, 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 no! Don't be Petya! Don't be Petya! You assholes!
What is this? My God!
Petya. We shouldn't have left him. We should not have left him. I'm so sorry, Petya. At least come back as a vampire, please.
It's Petya's doll, Matilda. This is so unsettling. What the hell happened here?
It's all Victoria's fault. I told her he's almost empty, but she wouldn't listen.
What do you want from me? I was starving, and you two barely left me anything.
Doesn't matter now. We drained a man. Not anywhere, but at the Countess's manor. Someone is going to fry for this, and it sure as hell won't be me.
Are you mad? No one is going to be executed for this. He's just a human.
Petya's life mattered. Monsters.
You monsters. How could you do this?
And who are you exactly?
That's right.
I'm the main
Hasn't been
character.
a vampire for 5 minutes and thinks she knows everything.
I'm the main character, bitch.
Come with me, my dear. This is not your mess to sort out.
Oh, Bon, how could
Those
they?
morons. I knew I couldn't leave them alone with him.
I just can't seem to make sense of it. I talked with Petya not even an hour ago.
I'm so sorry. He didn't need to die today.
No, he didn't. Happens
What
now.
happens now?
Well, the Countess won't like this one bit. I can tell you that much.
Is she sympathetic to humans?
Oh, if she is, we can be her friend.
I wouldn't say that. However, she doesn't like
Oh.
murders being linked up to her property. She will find her way out of this, no doubt. But those three in the ballroom, we'll have to see.
Frying someone?
Back in the room, they said someone will be fried. What does that mean?
I don't know if you've heard this yet, but we can't be in the sun. It destroys us.
I did read about that in the folk tales.
The stories are true. Sometimes it's used as a form of capital punishment for our kind.
So will they be executed?
What do you think will happen to those three outside?
Murdering a human, sadly, isn't a big crime in our community. I don't think it will come to that. If I had my guess, I'd say they will get their fangs dulled for troubling the Countess. They will grow back after a month or two, but before then, they will have to feed solely on Cabernet, and it isn't cheap.
What if they can't afford it?
They'll die.
They will just have to find a way. Some take loans, some steal. Without blood, we are like humans without water.
That reminds me. Chat. Drink water. Awful health insurance. The vampiric health insurance system is so bad. I'd rather have American healthcare than vampiric healthcare. That's for certain. Carry on.
Yes?
Can we change? Can we make Petya a vampire?
Do you know what will happen to me now? I don't even know who I am anymore. What do I do? Where do I live?
Drinking water. Edibles make your mouth dry. Still celebrating 420, I see.
I understand it's not an easy day. We all went through this at some point. All the answers will come at the right time. For now, you just need to wait it out till someone sends for you.
I must admit, I feel quite restless.
Listen, not many of us might say this to you, so I want to do it. Being one of us doesn't just mean hurting people for your own benefit. It doesn't have to be.
Please tell me another way.
To me, it means that I have an eternity to become better.
That's
learn
right.
from my mistakes.
Exactly.
Absorb the knowledge about the world.
She is... No. Arbonne is the girl. Arbonne is our girl.
I suppose that's one way to look at it.
Pink Panthers concert. Oh, you went on 420. Oh. Oh, tell me more about the concert.
You know, the Countess has a wonderful library over here. Why don't you grab a book and use this time? Perfection comes in little steps.
Perfection is impossible, but it does mean a lot.
Thank you for all your help and kindness, Arbin. It feels really good to have a friend around here.
I know it can't be easy for you right now in all this madness. It's hard to adjust. I learned that the hard way. Trust me.
I feel like she's been like a bad vampire and has adjusted to being one of the better ones. A few visibly soaking. The concert was nice though. Awesome. Did you know a lot of the music, or was it some like new music for you?
Here, I want you to have this.
Small vial with blood that sustains you for a day. I feel like we're gonna need that.
This should give you a little
Need
boost
the music?
when you
Oh,
need
so it must have
Clear
been
your head.
super fun then.
It's not going to last long, but it will give you a little peace of mind for the time being.
Because our blood glass is completely full, so I don't think we
I
need
should
it
go
right now.
my dear. You
But
know
it
where
will
to
probably
find
come in
me.
handy at some point.
Next time, a drink at my bar is on me.
One day of blood with a small vial. That's a good thing. That means you don't need a lot to be able to survive for a day. So if you drink like an entire glass, you should be good for a week.
I'll be looking forward.
Alright. How's our quest looking? Read a book to pass the time. As time increase our knowledge stat. I guess this is our knowledge stat. We're way more human than nihilistic. Good. Oh, a glossary. We probably got new stuff. Serfdom. The term serf refers to an trigger warning, unfree person who historically could be sold only with the land to which they were attached. Serfdom became the dominant form of relation between peasants and nobility in many Eastern European countries in the 17th century. I'll be honest, I didn't pay attention in history class. When people talk about dumb Americans, it might be me. If it doesn't pertain to English and language, a little bit of physics, and some math, I'm not good at it. Geography, not good. Geography is not good. And languages from other parts of the country, I want to be better because I really do love language, but not great. So definitely not like the smartest American that I can admit. But I didn't know what serfdom meant. We looked up Rusaka. That's the men bad, woman good thing. Can we change? I want to put back on my little gown. It looks like her hands are healed. Or maybe that's just the shading. Okay. We can read a work of scientific literature that is considered to be the foundation of evolutionary biology. It introduced the scientific theory that populations evolve over the course of generations through a process of natural selection. We'll get one more science, and it only takes one session to finish. The Prince. A 16th century political treatise written by Italian diplomat and politic theorist Niccolo Machiavelli. Oh, it's a Machiavelli book. As an instruction guide for new princes and royals. The general theme of The Prince is of accepting that aims, such as glory and survival, can justify the use of immoral means to achieve an end. Machiavelli. The Seagull is a play by Russian dramatist Anton Chekhov. Oh, Chekhov. Wow, wait. This is Darwin, this is Machiavelli, this is Chekhov. These are actual people from history. Okay, I didn't realize that this was Darwin. Okay, so this is science, politics, art, and what is this? Literary and poetry, Gothic novella by Irish author, and one of the early works of vampire fiction, predating Bram Stoker's Dracula by 26 years. Wait, okay, that's interesting, but I think we need to read the Darwinism book because we keep getting a lot of things that are based on science and we don't have enough science. So I think we should work on upping our science as soon as we can to at least like 7, I think. So let's read the Darwin book. Muffled arguments and yelling. Victoria screamed. Steps are heard.
I should see what all this ruckus is about.
You're a math person. Yes, I am quite good at math. When I know the formulas. I have quite a few formulas memorized, but it's been quite a minute since I've been in school. I know SOHCAHTOA. I know y equals negative e plus or minus square root of e squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Some other things. Some geometry. I'm not very good at calculus, although I could struggle my way through it. But yeah. I went to a STEM school, so math was a big part of that.
They must have taken Petya's body away. Lord only knows what they'll do to it.
What's the point of the quadratic formula? Don't remember. Couldn't tell you. But I know if I had to use it, I could.
This is fresh. What in the world caused this?
Matilda. Oh, she must be pissed.
God, what happened here?
Idiots being punished for their own stupidity.
Did you kill them?
I took that snake's fangs out. We'll see how she does now. I wasn't sure what to do when I saw him, but then I thought about something you said earlier.
We got revenge for Petya.
Really? What was it?
That mortal life has the same value as eternal existence.
I said it has more value, but okay. Have I played Valkyria Chronicles? No, I have not.
I don't know if it's true, but it certainly helped me find my rage. Still.
Wait, Elisa might not be bad.
This isn't going to bring him back.
No, it is not. I'm sorry about Petya.
I'm so sorry about Petya. He seemed
Something
like
as simple
such a
as giving your
nice boy.
condolences is humanity? I am scared to know what people who are nihilists are like.
It was always a risk. Life goes on. Or whatever it is we have. But thank you. You must be curious about what happens to you now.
I am.
I'd be lying if I said otherwise.
The way it works is that you get assigned to the one who turned you for the apprenticeship. I believe you are the doctor's disciple.
I don't really remember much before I woke up.
Think I'd like it? Please put it in the suggestions channel, and I'll look into it. I can't really buy a new game at the moment, but when I am able to, it could be the next on the list.
He was a traveling doctor that came to the city, wasn't he? He was a vampire?
He certainly was. It will all come back eventually. Don't worry about it now.
Wait, the traveling doctor killed us?
Countess has a coachman, Trophime. He will take you to the doctor's place in town. He is rough around the edges, but you can learn a lot from him.
May I speak with the Countess herself?
Steam name / account name. Yeah. My Steam is XX Sova XX. It's a little pixel picture of an owl head that I made in 2016.
You need to be a little more important for that to happen. Trust me, she'll send for you soon. She has errands for us all. You will be no exception.
Understood.
I understand.
Full Sadra is awaiting my response to my friend request. Well, of course we can be friends, foe.
Good girl.
Oh!
You should go.
I read too many
Sophie will
books.
be waiting for you, and the sun is. I've unlocked the door by the balcony. It'll lead you to the stairs and outside.
I said understood because I'm not trying to create any enemies, but I'm not gonna enthusiastically be like, I'll do whatever she wants, because we don't know yet. The only person we trust right now is Arbonne.
Hey,
That's the only
Lisa.
person we trust.
Yes?
Never mind.
Please.
What is it?
You've only turned recently. When was the last time you watched the sunrise?
It must have been a couple weeks ago. I was studying late for my exams.
What did it feel like?
Be sincere. Or should we be cynical? I actually don't know about this. Should we sincerely let her know like it was beautiful and great and make her feel bad? Or shall we be cynical and sort of give her some hope? Cynical? I'm kind of thinking cynical too. Let's be cynical.
It was just sun in the sky. What a strange question.
Forget it.
Oh no! Fuck! Go back! Go back! Go back!
You'll
Fuck!
hear from the Countess soon.
I'm sure
Fuck!
I
Go
will.
back!
By the way, Could you please take this ugly doll with you? I can't keep looking.
Does it remind you of...
Just take it with you.
I will.
All right. I will.
Don't go back, move forward. That's the thing about life and time.
Thanks. I'll see you around.
Okay, we got it back before we could deteriorate too much.
I swear it just blinked.
I hope Petia's body is in it. In Matilda. That'd be a fun look into gender and such and such and such. Ah, Petia. Petia. Okay, we've got 60 with our bond and 55 with Elisa. We could have 60, but at least we're on the upper side of good. Quest is to take the carriage to town. Ah! No! No! I want to play. I want to play. I want to keep going. I like this game a lot. Like this game a lot. Oh, wow. That was a really fun game. What a fun time. Wow, I really like that. I can't wait for the actual game to come out. In Steam, it just says 2024. Going to the store page. It just says planned release date 2024. So I'm just gonna add it to my wish list. I am really excited. Really excited. I really like that game. Like a lot. It says Lies of P is like this. I disagree. Lies of P is more like a Blood Souls game than like this. Slay the Princess. Little Misfortune. Sucker for Love. Scarlet Hollow. Scarlet Hollow seems this. One of the best narrative games I've played from the developers of Slay the Princess, which are in the crumbling coal town. Return to the crumbling coal town your family built generations ago for the funeral of your aunt. You won't be able to save everyone. You might not even be able to save yourself. Welcome home? Choices matter? Psychological horror? Wait. That kind of sounds good. That kind of sounds good, doesn't it? I'm going to add this to my wish list too. Okay. Anyway. We're back. Well, that was demo day. Our first demo day. Ah, fun. Woo. Well then, I guess that's stream, guys. I don't really have anything else I'm doing today. So, I guess we can rate our new friend who rated us. We will be rating Zephyr. But yes, thanks for hanging out, guys. Thanks, guys. It's super fun. This is the raid message. If you'd like to join the Discord, let me know. If not, that's fine. Next stream is tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'll see you then. Thanks for hanging out again. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it is, wherever you are. I hope you have a good one, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye.